RC Ninja here with an experiment for us all today. Now, I've had thousands of hits on the hydro dipping of my wheel using the nail polish, and now I've been thinking about it. I've done a lot of chemical research on the best things to use and how it's possibly going to work, but hey, this is a mods show and this is an experiment. I'm going to hydro dip a full body. What I've done here is I have taped up and masked the windows already, and I've given it a bit of a primer coat on the sides and around it, just to give me something like a base to go with. I don't know how well it's going to all stick, especially when I put the clear coat on there, but we'll see how it goes. It may end up a shelf queen. Hopefully it turns out alright. Now, I've got to say a special sorry to Pit Dog. I know he's going to hate this video because he does some amazing hydro dipping, professional hydro dipping at a very, very good price as well. So I think this is going to be more of an experiment. If you want something done right and you want it done correct and you want it with all the cool stuff that Pit Dog does, please go and see him. I'll put the link below. But Pit Dog Hydro Tipping, this is more of an experiment. You've all been asking for it and you've all wanted to see it. So we're going to fill up the water, put some spray paint in there and see how we go. Now, you must make sure that the water is as clean as possible and there is nothing on the top that's likely going to mess up your paint. I use some chucks, or a cloth as you may call it, just to quickly sweep across the top of the water and clean it all up. Just like with the nail polish, spray layer after layer as quick as possible until you get your desired pattern. I must stress how quick you have to move. There you go. Now, it does come out a little rough, so we have to start the touch-up process. Now, while the paint is still relatively wet, we want to pop any bubbles in the paint and push it back onto the primer before we clear coat. Using enamel clear coat, because acrylic will potentially crack and enamel has a little bit more flexibility, we start the clear coat process. And repeat. And repeat. And repeat. And repeat. Well, here we go, guys. We've finished it and we've put some clear coat on it. The clear coat comes up really, really well. I still think it's going to be very soft and it may start to flake, so it's probably going to be a shelf queen for me, but I think it looks really cool. We're going to take some of the sticking on the windows off and have a look at what it looks like. So what you're going to see here is that some of the inside and obviously the windows, when I first did this shell, the windows didn't quite come out how I wanted. So one of the reasons why I used this shell in particular was because I wasn't very happy with the original and I thought this would be a good one to use and experiment. So as you can see there, the windows are a little bit effed. you might say. So what we're probably going to do is, with this shell, I think I'm going to do some of the bumpers, and I'm actually going to paintbrush some of the details on it, and then we'll go over with a clear coat again, and we'll get it all looking good and schmicko. Might do some black outlines around there. We're probably going to tint these all the way in so you can't see through them, but they'll still look black and tinted. I've got some smoke here, and then we'll just do some touch-ups. Like I said, it's going to be a bit of a shelf queen, I think, at this stage, because I mean it is quite tough actually, and it probably is a little bit flexible, but you know how these things get when you get them on the track. So we'll do some touch-ups, I'll speed through that, and then we'll have a look at the finished product. And there we have it, guys. Look, I'm happy with it. It was a great experiment. It was a great exercise, a lot of fun. It's probably not something that you can drift on the track, but look, I urge you guys to give things like this a go. Hit me up on the Bookface page and let me know any other ideas that you guys have come up for your new shells. RC Ninja, sayonara.